Howdy everybody. My name is Granny and this is Granny and Grumpy's greenhouse. I'm going out to the greenhouse this afternoon and show you what it looks like out there. It's been a little while since I've done an update on what's going on in the greenhouse. Just thought I'd let y'all see what it looks like. Also, I'm going out to go pick a little bit of strawberries. Strawberries are growing to beat the band. We've already had some little strawberry shortcakes. So, here we go. Wow, we're finally at the door. A little bit of sunshine in here. Wow. So I'm not sure yet on what some of these things are, but here's one of my pots with some green stuff growing in it. And then I'm pretty sure this is parsley. And then this is one of the mints. My Mexican tarragon, I think is not going to make it, but anyway. Let's see. Not real positive what this is. There's a lot of it at least. Not real sure what this is yet. And you can see this one little tiny green thing in here. It's growing. But I know that's basil. So I've got several plants of that growing. So as you can see how high our tomatoes are actually getting. They've reached the top. We have some of those little yellow cherry tomatoes. Then we have, Bob came out this morning before he went to work around 6:30 and went through the greenhouse real good picking stuff. He came back with a little over a 5-gallon food grade bucket full of okra, yellow squash. I don't think there's any zucchini in there. I haven't looked through it yet. But he had a lot of tomatoes, a lot of different types of peppers. We've got Poblano. We have just regular bell peppers. We've got a lot of jalapenos, and we had some cayenne. And so he had a lot of tomatoes. Now you can see through here that there's a lot of tomatoes ripening. So we've got lots and lots of those. Here, as we come through in this first box to the right, we have sunflower seeds that are growing. So we got sunflower plants. And then behind that is 18-inch long, well, I won't call them a green bean, but they're somewhat like a green bean. They're called Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds Long Beans, the purple potter yard. So we've got those, and he's got those so that they can climb up the trellis. Then he also planted in the third one to the right. He planted a lot of different, well, I think it's just green leaf lettuce, some type of green leaf lettuce that's growing. And of course you can see in our box how we've got our water system set up. It is a drip type irrigation. Then our Poblano pepper plants. All of these are growing taller and taller, and he's also got everything to be trellised up there. We have cayenne pepper, regular green peppers, and then lots and lots of jalapenos. Now everybody, whoops, excuse me, about dropped it. Everybody already knows that Granny does not particularly appreciate anything that is hot. So these jalapenos just aren't not my thing. He's got one cabbage left in the garden. He left it there because it couldn't interfere with his corn plants. So for the first time in about 40 years, we're going to grow some corn. We found some that wasn't GMO'd. At the very end of the box here, we have some sweet yellow banana peppers. And then the rest of this area here, other than the corn, we have soya beans. We have black soybeans. Now, as you can see, here is the jungle. We have just loads and loads. We have two different kinds of cucumbers. One is the English cucumbers, and then you can see right in here is one of the straight eights. You can see right in there. It's not quite ready to pick. And here's a little one that's just been, we have a lot of new growth in here. Lots and lots of new growth and lots of little tiny cucumbers. Then we have, look there, ain't that marvelous? We have melons growing. We will eventually get some bags for these melons so that they don't drop and explode. Then we also have these gigantic, and these were supposed to be dwarf size okra, but as you can see, there's nothing dwarf about this. I'm 4'8". It's a lot taller than I am. I can't pick any of this because it's too tall. Then he about made a wreck, Grumpy did, with the squash. Squash, he's got it trellised up, as you can see. Squash is just take too kindly to him pulling it up to the top, towards the ceiling. They kind of like went on a not producing time whenever he did this. They've just now started doing back again, and now they're like going full force. And as you can see, our strawberry plants, you remember when we first planted those strawberry plants, they were awfully small. Look at them now. And they are loaded with berries, just loaded. Got 2 rows of them, and they're just amazing. I'm gonna pick these berries because we're gonna have, here's some more jalapenos. These are our neighbor's jalapenos that he put in here. Anyway, we got lots and lots of berries, lots and lots of flowers going on in here. We're actually quite surprised about the berries. And then you can see more tomatoes that are growing. Just growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Won't be long. Once everything on the bottom has been picked, then he will lower the tomato plant a little bit so it can redo itself. It can reattach to the ground again with some more rooting. So you've seen everything that's in here today, and you've seen how much it's grown. I mean, it's just growing and growing and growing. It's just amazing to me at how much there is in here. I'm glad you came out with me for a few minutes to see the greenhouse. It's a very, very, there's no overcast today, I can promise you. It's been very, very sunshiny today. We just had a tropical storm finish going through, and we had a lot of rain. But anyhow, thank you so much for coming out here with me today. Have a blessed evening. I know I'm going to. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon. Till the next video.